Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Today we are going to be doing the June 2019 TarotScope. I will be using a brand new deck that I got by 78 Tarot Nautical. It is the Tarot of the Water and I am absolutely loving it. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start by clearing out any negative energy that may exist. Okay, and let's see what messages Spirit has for Capricorn. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for Capricorn for the month of June? Any messages, guidance, anything that we need to be aware of? Any messages for Capricorn? Capricorn, Spirit, Capricorn. Capricorn for June, Spirit. Capricorn for June. Okay. Thank you. Okay, now let's find our significator. There we go. So, my beautiful Capricorns, Spirit is wanting us to focus on personal economics, money matters, property, material resources, assets, and liabilities. In other words, they want to talk to us about our personal money. So let's see what messages they have for us. Okay. Okay, Capricorns, what's going on with our money? Our first card is Queen of Pentacles. Here we have The Queen of Pentacles by Jessica Douglas. A beautiful woman with lush red lips sits on an opulent throne. On her lap sits a large coin, and a jeweled crown adorns her head. She sits within an abundant kelp forest, teeming with life and sheltering her, and she is at the very heart of it. She is successful, not only materially and financially, but also in terms of family and love. Her lips give a hint of the sensuous nature of this queen. She has a full life and she loves every minute of it. This card represents a figure that has it all, but it has not come easy. Her life is a constant juggle. Her mind is constantly worrying, but she embraces it. She is dedicated to her family and team, eager to share the spoils of her work. Nine of Pentacles. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles by Lily Buth. A beautiful mermaid sits in a garden of sea plants and sand dollar shells. She rests, content among her finery. Her garden is all that is visible. All her hard work so far has come to fruition, and it is time to relax and enjoy her accomplishment. One of the sand dollars adorns her hair. She enjoys her good fortune, but doesn't flaunt it. Feathery scales on her tail symbolize her wisdom. She will maintain control over her wealth. Her garden will continue to grow under her care. This card represents a chance and time to live life well, reminding us that we work to live, not the other way around. Money is best enjoyed rather than hoarded. Because you maintain this balance, your life will be fertile and abundant. Two of Swords. Here we have the Two of Swords by Alexandra V. Bach. A woman stands, defensive, braced to take what life throws at her. Two swords are held, crossed against her heart to protect it, but also blocking her emotions. She has closed herself off from the world in order to make a balanced, logical decision. But she is inactive. Seaweed creeps across her eye, preventing her from seeing clearly. Behind her, a stormy sea crashes against the rocks, keeping possible solutions from reaching her. But the storm is starting to fade. Light is fighting through the gloom in the form of a shrouded moon above her. This card represents a balance or peace that has been achieved by avoidance. Avoidance of the world, of facts, even of a necessary decision. It is temporary and reminds us that hiding solves nothing, that we must face the good and the bad. Eight of Cups. Here we have the Eight of Cups by Mary Layton. A lonely figure stands on the pier, walking away. leaving the lush sea in favor of a barren landscape. In the water, a mermaid sings a song of inspiration to help him turn his back on the past and move on with his life. The mermaid reveals the lost treasures of his past as he walks into the dark night. The moon creeps out to light his path, symbolizing the spiritual nature of his journey, but also that the reasons for this decision may not be as simple as they seem. This card represents a sense of dissatisfaction, tempting you to give it all up and walk away, often with a desire to discard material possessions in favor of more spiritual contentment. It is time to consider what will bring you greater joy and fulfillment. Nine of Wands. Here we have the Nine of Wands by Lynna. A sea maiden stands clutching a trident, her head tilted to one side, showing tiredness but not defeat. Behind her, 8 wands stand, traditionally forming a wall around her. Here they are green, indicating obstacles that she has overcome, a cage from which she has recently escaped. This is a momentary rest to catch her breath before going back into the fight. Her trident symbolizes her power, the power of spirit to keep on track, to keep fighting and get through this battle. This card represents the draining feeling of a setback right before you hit your goal, taking the wind out of your sails. But you have to keep fighting. You're too close not to. You take a moment to tap into levels of resilience you didn't know you had and get back to it. And the High Priestess. Here we have the High Priestess by Tanya Bond. The High Priestess stands before a nautical veil suspended between black and white pillars. She is the guardian of the mysteries behind the veil and stands between the darkness and the light. Her necklace is a compass suspended in a planchet, symbolizing guidance. She invites you to learn the mysteries of the sea and your own tuition, if you are worthy. She looks welcoming, but the spikes on her dress remind you of her power and to carefully consider all before you. Listen to your inner voice before you proceed, because all is not always what it seems. This card is a reminder to trust your intuition and to pay attention to it. It symbolizes an understanding and acceptance of the mysteries of self and where they can lead you. Well, Capricorn. I see you've got a lot on your plate concerning your personal money, and you've got some tough things that you need to decide. Right now, things are going pretty decent for you. You are comfortable. Your kind heart shares what you have with those you love. It hasn't always come easily to you. You've had to work for everything you have, and there is still more work to do. But you have a choice to make this month. There is something coming up. This decision not only affects your finances, but also your heart. Will you decide against it and walk away? Are you prepared to chuck it all to the wind and start over fresh? Or will you stand your ground? You have already overcome so many obstacles, but you're tired. If you decide that you're going to stand your ground, you need to regain your energy, then go kick some ass. Listen, everything isn't always as it appears. Trust your gut. You already know which path is best for you. This decision that is put before you, yeah, it's going to be tough. But you know what you need to do. I hope that today's message has resonated with you and will help guide you and lead you through the month of June. If you would like a more detailed reading, you can go over to my website at www.conjureknits.com. There are like 3 different types of readings that you can get. Just go ahead and click on one of the links at the top of the page. And as always, I hope you have a very, very beautiful June. Love you bunches!